What did we just witness? Seriously, what was that game? The Dallas Cowboys somehow come out of their Week 17 matchup against the Detroit Lions with a 20-19 victory that I think a lot of people are going to have differing opinions about. So let's talk about what happened in this unbelievable Saturday night game. At home this season, not many teams have put up a really good fight against the Cowboys. They have the widest margin of victory at home across the league. For me, I didn't expect this one against Detroit to be an easy game for Dallas. But when you have the connection of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, it sure does make wins like this even possible. Dak finished the game with 345 yards with 2 touchdowns, and he did have the early interception. Of Dak's 345 passing yards, 227 of those yards went to number 1 wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, who finished with 227 yards and 1 touchdown with the massive 92-yard touchdown catch to start the game. For Lamb, this was a historic day. His 227 yards was second most all-time in a single game in Cowboys history. Today, he also broke Michael Irvin's record of most catches in a single season in Cowboys history, and also bested Irvin's record for most yards in a single season for the Cowboys. So a heck of a night for Lamb, and one that I think really starts to open up the conversation if this guy is a top 3 wide receiver or even the best in the league. I mean, if someone tells you that Lamb is the best wide receiver in football, I don't think you look at him that crazy. And being able to have that conversation is what made the loss last week in Miami even more intolerable. Lamb literally took over this game, and he can do it every week if you simply get him the ball. He was targeted 17 times in this game, catching 13 of them. Heading into the playoffs, that better be an every week thing. That might have been the most effortless 227 yards I've ever seen. He makes it look so easy picking up chunk plays and moving this Cowboys offense about by himself. Also, that 92-yard touchdown was pure insanity. So for the offense, I would say that my 2 MVPs of the game go to Dak and CeeDee, which feels like when the Cowboys do get a win, that's typically the duo that gets that award. Now for the defensive side of the ball. 2 guys to me really stood out in this game. The first was Jourdan Lewis, who we really haven't discussed much on this channel, but has been playing solid football over the last few weeks and deserves his shine here on the Double Move channel. I thought Lewis had a number of good run stops, tackles, and of course the interception on the screen pass by Jared Goff. I think at the beginning of the year when Lewis was trying to get healthy, he wasn't really himself. I think teams were targeting him, they knew that he wasn't 100%, and he got burnt just a little bit. But these past few weeks, he hasn't been the punching bag. He has been solid in coverage, he's been helping out in the run game a little bit, and I'm excited to see Jourdan Lewis playing good football for the Cowboys defense. And that leads us to our other guy in the secondary, and that is Donovan Wilson, who also happened to have an interception, but I think I would have talked about him with or without that pick. Similar to Lewis, I thought that Wilson was good in run support, he had some solid plays in coverage, and overall had a pretty nice day. Also similar to Lewis, Wilson wasn't all that healthy to start the year, and there were games where he just seemed off. One play that sticks out to me was on the goal line when he completely blew up the left tackle, shedded the blocker, and then made the play on the running back. At Wilson's size, facing off against a lineman that is probably 310, 320 pounds, that shouldn't be possible. But the way that he literally ran through him, pushed him off to the side, and then made the play, that's impressive stuff. He finished with 11 total tackles, 6 solos, 1 pass defended, and 1 interception. Overall, a really good night for both of these guys. They were key factors in holding the Lions to just 19 points. Now, before I head off to bed, because it's 1 a.m. here on the East Coast, I wanted to discuss one thing that really frustrated me about this game, because I like to vent to you guys, and if you want to vent to me and talk about what you did and didn't like, head down to the comments down below. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join the Double Move Football family. It really helps us grow here on YouTube so we can make bigger and better videos every single week. Now let's get back into it. We talked a lot about this in 2021, and now that we are headed into the 2023 playoffs, it feels like this conversation is going to get started up once again. And that is Mike McCarthy's time management, because all of that madness at the end of the game should have never happened if Mike McCarthy learns to run the ball when he should run the ball and throw the ball when he should throw the ball. All game, it felt like McCarthy was set on getting Pollard going, establishing the run. But at the end of the game, when you need to run out the clock, when you don't need 5 yards, 8 yards per carry, you just need to keep the clock running, he decides to throw the ball, pretty much giving the Lions a free timeout and an extra 35 to 40 seconds on the clock. That's a real problem, as we saw tonight, which could have easily led to a loss, and that would be a really sucky way to go home in the playoffs. Play calling and game management feels like McCarthy's had some questionable decisions down the road here. It's something that will absolutely haunt you in the playoffs if you let good teams have enough time to score, and combine that with a defense that literally let a team walk down the field in the last minute and 20 seconds. That's a problem. Like I said, this game is going to have a ton of differing opinions. In my eyes, the Cowboys got a win. It makes this game feel a whole lot better. But I also can't help but feel like the Cowboys got away with one tonight. And with the way they played, it might be an L in your mind. Honestly, my adrenaline is now wearing off from that ending. So what do you guys think about this game? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.